secured in the booth. I'm Kate Scott and Brock. We usually at this point talk about quarterback talk. Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games, you're not happy about it. And he will be focused on rectifying those things here.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
A great play defensively. They forced a loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Pulled in at the 20. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He's got the hook up to Weaver. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Dropping back to throw. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Back to throw now. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
1st and 10 from the 41. Blown back, it's the handoff. Down the sideline to the 45. Along the sideline inside the 25. And he's finally brought down at the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. This throw is cupped. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
They'll try and punch it in. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Trying to get it with the option. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Vikings have a great first drive and get the game's first points. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their second drive. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already, this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. He's going to throw this one. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's a give up the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
He'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Their punter making his way out now. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be Vikings football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. This is hauled in by Weaver. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. 2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range? Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Escapes the pocket. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Back now, pressure on its way. Nice work by the back here, playing safety valve complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Bears will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Throw left side, complete. And he'll go down here at the 16.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Hauled in left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
It's second down and 10.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a throw. Forced out to his right. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Out now are the special teamers to try a Bears field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. In his 11th year, still knocking him through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Complete, it's Weaver. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They'll come up 1st and 10. They're throwing it. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll run here from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. They got a man open to beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he won't escape. The Bears take him down. defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
I think his decision-making were to check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Bears about set for their next possession. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Back to pass on 1st and 10. It is caught left side. Get some space around midfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. He'll look to throw. Hits him on the out route.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
From the 43. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And finally, they get there to take him down. That is a team sack all the way. Coverage was sensational. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Pass play now. Brought in right side. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. He's dropping back to throw. Throwing the out route. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And the offense recovers. They can still advance it. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to work this down to the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. the well again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Throwing deep for the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Back-to-back carries here. Big gap up the middle. And he's finally brought down at the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Vikings looking to add to their advantage. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings drive their lead to 11.
14, Bears 3.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Fielded at the 7. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And they find themselves trailing by 11 as they take over down 14-3. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll throw on 1st. Finds his man over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him, so it'll be 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears make it a one-score game before halftime. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns, too, just like he showed off.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Vikings returning their offense and this running back to the field. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Throwing now on 1st down. We've got a screen to the running back. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 32. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Pass play coming here. That one's complete, right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Still sticking with the passing game. Looking slant route, complete. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings grow their lead just before halftime. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings drive their lead to 11. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bears going on offense here late in the half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Rolling left, buying some time. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 34. He's got a man left. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll throw it again. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. That's caught for the 1st. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
When you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. You will not get another play here, Brock. That's to an E. Time's going to run out on the half. So at the end of 2, the Vikings playing Road Warriors here. They've got the lead. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, back to you and Brock in just a moment. But after a wild first weekend in the NFL, time to see if things will settle down as we take a quick look at what's happening here in Week 2. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was the Chiefs who were able to come away with the home victory. The Chiefs get off to a hot start as they make it 2 straight with the home victory. With that, the two squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Eward.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here's the Minnesota offense headed out to start this third quarter. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got the hook up to Weaver. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 37. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Chased out to his right. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. They'll try and throw it here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, here's a handoff. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Escapes out to the left. And this one doesn't go far.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
So the Vikings sending out the field goal team here. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. They give it to him again. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 42. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Plowing up the middle. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 46. Throw left side, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Hand off to the back. And this one does not go far. Only 3 yards that time. They're left to figure out a 3rd and 15.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll throw it. Stays upright. Ooh, can't avoid that one, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On now comes their punter. And he's been getting all of it every time out. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Vikings headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he's impressed beyond his work as a passer, partner. He's been more than willing to run with it when the opportunity has presented itself. And I don't think they care how he does it, right? Just keep on moving that offense the way he's been doing. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Brought in right side. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? They'll try and pick this up on the ground. Has the first, but wants more. He's past the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
All right, Kate, little confession time. And you know what they say, confession, good for the soul, bad for the reputation. I think my most negative grades carrying out fakes were on toss plays like that. Because you toss it, you know it's going for a big play, and all you want to do is watch it and not carry out your fake.
Broke through the tackle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 39. On the move, headed right. Three-quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. They motion the slot man right. They go play action on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Looking for a throw here. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Jukes out a one-stop, and he's going to take this down inside the 25 before being stopped. 4 yards narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on 4th down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
So the Vikings sending out the field goal team here. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Airing it out to start this drive. Has it downfield, working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down. Give now to the running back. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Complete out to the right. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Throwing now on 1st down. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears now within 1 score in the 4th. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vikings back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. On 1st down, they'll run. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Another carry for him. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. They did it! He made the interception! And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
No surprises here. They decline the holding call and hang on to the interception. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Looking to the air here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Finds him on the crossing route. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing from the gun here. Buys time. And he has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears now trail by just a point in the 4th. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play. Then how many times do we see his highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Now a give running right. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 47. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. And in it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Back to throw it. We've got a screen to the running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Vikings going for the win here. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's a give up the middle. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This from 30 yards out. That one is good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed a lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Return coming from the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stops. The Bears ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. That's incomplete left side. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Setting up to pass. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And they jump on top of it. Oh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. He's on the move. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say so long from Chicago.